Hey everyone, David here. As you can see, I've done a little bit of decoration, just cause really. It's been kind of fun. And also look at that view. With the sun and the pillars, and it's just pretty. Anyway, so this is video 3, episode 3, I guess, technically. And I'm going to try and get to the end of the block. From there, it's going to get harder because I'm going to have to change the block palette, because there's going to be different buildings. Some of the buildings in the complex have a brick exterior, others are, more modern. So we're going to have a little bit of fun me trying to figure out how to make these things not real, because they're already real, but in Minecraft, so they look relatively close to what they look like in real life. I've realized recently that this complex is really big, so there's going to be a few, bigger than I thought it was. There's going to be more than a few episodes, but currently today's goal, or this video's goal, which you will see in super speedy mode, is to get to the end of the block, and then I can start off camera filling in the spaces with the floor, different floors and stairwells and a roof. Because that's boring. I'm not gonna make you watch that. Just making videos to show you the basic how a building can be constructed in speed mode, because I'm going to speed it up because it's going to take a while. Anyway, cue the hopefully upbeat music. Now the stage that I've just finished doing is so big, I have to be quite a far away to get it all in one view. But it's quite a lot. This section here, I believe, is some kind of, it looks a little bit like a hotel on Google Maps, but I believe it's sort of lots of the same thing, like lots of offices or lots of hostel rooms or lots of something. It all looks the same on the outside, which is why it's not very interesting. I'm going to come back when I've done the entire outside services of the complex and add extra details and decoration and that sort of stuff. If you might have noticed in the video that there was a chunk missing. I've been having replay mod problems, and it ate somehow. I lost a section where I made this part. This bit here, I believe, is it's the symbol, the medical symbol with the rod and the snakes wrapped around it. But obviously in Minecraft you can't really do that unless you do it in big scale, which I'm just not the kind of build that I do. I added a bit of internal and walls and stuff. I haven't got the whole way down yet, that's still blank, but this section for some reason got eaten or deleted or something, I'm not sure. But it's done. The outsides anyway, and I'll only come back to it later to add extra details, like I've forgotten to put doors in, door frames, and sections of this. There's actually like a gap, particularly this section. There's a gap, and it goes down another story or half story. So I have to do like concrete and stuff down there and figure out why there's an alley below the street surface. I presume it's just because the land level has lifted while the buildings have not. I believe they're quite old buildings. And it was kind of fun. That last section got really, 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 really monotonous, but that's okay. It's all good. So this part is done. I've done some decoration in here, as I said earlier. Not the whole thing. And I've yet to obviously put door frames in and walkways here and stairs, and I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed by all of the exteriors. So I might actually, at some point soon, either the next video or the one after that, there's a dome that's supposed to go in here. So I may do that, because domes are fiddly and irritating, but awesome once you get them. The next section is here. There's actually a gap. So this bit here is actually another building, and then there's a gap in here. This bit, and there's actually like a smaller building in here that's not going to do anything. And some kind of tunnel-ish thing. I think it's actually in line with the main entrance on this side, so it'll be through here. Something. It's another kind of quad. I can't remember the name now. I haven't got the file on me at the moment. So there's still a lot to do, because there's this building, there's a little building here, and then there's a bunch of buildings here. And this turns into like a giant library. On this side, there's a little narrow gap. This is another facade, outsides that I need to do here. And then there's like a single lane road or something in here, and then there's another part. This road keeps going, so I have to do another frame of the outsides. There's still so much work to be done. I'm not even halfway through, and I've done hours upon hours. I think I I tallied it up, and it was like just the inside surface that I did in episode 2 was like 20 hours or something. This one was, I believe, closer to 8. So it's a lot of work, just why I've been speeding it up. But still, that view is flipping amazing. We don't really have these sorts of buildings everywhere. Well, we have some of them in New Zealand, but not to the scale that there are in England. I mean, obviously England's, very old and have been building buildings for a very long time. But yeah, there will be a point where I'll go back through and add extra details. I might make these window frames, these windows, a little bit more interesting, different shape, different shade. I just used blue glass because then you can see it as a contrast against the white. Too much white, and I mean, it's already too much white. And on this corner there was a bust of some variety of someone famous. I'm showing my ignorance of history, and I'm still trying to figure out how to make a bust. I found a couple of semi-cheats that I never thought I'm a builder, I'm not a redstone builder, if that makes any distinction, and I might have found a redstone way of getting around it so it looks like a bust. But I'm going to play. I've got another level where I try out stuff that I don't know, especially redstone stuff, because I don't know well, anyone that's played Minecraft for a while knows that redstone stuff, and like specifically TNT, can completely kill your level. And I've been working on this level for nearly a decade, might even be more than a decade, and I don't want to lose it. So I have a test site where I do a test game where I test stuff out and play with codes, which is how I found out how to stop the sun moving. And I've just the other day found out how to stop the rain from coming. So I've been in a Minecrafter forever, but I'm still learning new things. So this should be fun. This should continue to be interesting. I'm not sure what to do with the interiors yet, because there aren't any sort of room by room tours of the entire campus. For now I might just leave it open, just with floors, like down here. See, I've put just the floors in. Might just leave it with floors and stairs and go from there. Obviously this needs to be finished at the back, but we'll see what happens. Depends what I'll use it in the game, because I originally used this level to sort of plot out the shapes of spaces for combat in my writing. It was just for fun and interesting and having a go. So I'll see what happens over time, what we'll do with the actual level, but it's really pretty. I like little details, like I put an actual clock in the clock tower, well, clock room. It's not really a tower. But again, I have talked way too much, so until next time, ara ni tasa.